Hi. I've got a quick question before we start. Do we have any fans of a certain Ms. Camila Cabello in the room? I think we might do. Welcome. For anyone watching on Facebook Live, hello, I'm Vic Hope, and I'm joined by some of the most beautiful people in the world in here. Let them hear you. And we're going to be talking to Camila Cabello in just a bit. We have got questions that have been sent in from a few of our audience members that I'll get to pose to her, as well as questions that you can ask if you're watching all over the world at home. So just look for that question card on your screen. However you're watching, type in your question, they'll get them to me, and I will be able to ask the lady herself. Now, we're in London, if you're watching around the world, so hello from London. We're in this beautiful sort of ballroom. Do you reckon it is? It kind of works really well with Camila's aesthetic, I think, at the moment. It's perfect. Everyone's got these really nice wings. Can you hold them up so we can kind of see them on camera? Everyone's got these wings. I think Camila's wearing some wings as well, which is pretty cool. She's in London at the moment. She's promoting 2 fantastic singles, which I'm going to speak to her about, but I think we should get her in. Yeah? So without further ado, please give a very warm welcome to Camila Cabello. Take a seat.
Well,
it's fine.
What is that?
It's water.
I peed. I'm sorry.
We spilled water. It's okay.
Well,
it's all going off.
So much fun. Let me close my legs because I don't know where the camera is. There we go.
I was just
so
saying,
cool.
How good do they sit, the wings? It looks like you could genuinely take off.
You guys can't put them on because you guys would be like hitting each other.
Camila, welcome to London.
Thank you.
You've been so busy. I've been looking at your Instagram. You've been in Paris, in Miami. Tell me what's been going on the last few weeks.
Well, first of all, how adorable are my... you guys are just so fun. I'm so happy. I'm sorry. I'm going to answer a question.
Gorgeous.
I'm just so excited to be here. And I haven't done a thing like this in so long because the new era is starting up again and things are happening. And I'm just so excited. But anyway, the last few weeks, it's been pretty crazy because I've been kind of in promotion because I put out Liar and Shameless, and I'm putting music out, and I actually just announced I'm putting out a new song on Friday called Cry For Me, which I'm really excited about. So I've been doing promotion for those songs, but at the same time finishing my album and listening to mixes and filming music videos, and I did the live lounge today, which was really cool. Honestly, it's all been quite a blur, but I'm enjoying it. I'm having a lot of fun.
Just a little bit busy then.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Well, you mentioned there Liar and Shameless.
Yeah.
I work on a breakfast show, and we are playing Liar every hour.
Thank you.
And I'm going to see you in the morning. You're going to come on.
I know.
Yeah.
It's gonna be early.
But I'm not even. I'm saying it's fine. It's going to be even more of a. I'm not even joking when I say that I genuinely think Lion might be my favorite song on the playlist at the moment.
Oh my god.
No, I'm not kidding.
So nice. No, that's
good. It's so good,
really
right?
Nice. Thank you.
It's so good. What's it about? Who's it about?
Well, I gotta go. Well, it was basically about denying your own feelings. Yay! Woohoo! Suppressing them deep down. Yay! I just basically I just liked this boy, but I so badly didn't want to like him. And every time I would see him, I'd be like, oh my God, I like him, but I don't want to like him. And so that was just kind of me making fun of the whole situation, because I was I always every time I see him, I'm like, no, I don't like him anymore. What? Whatever. And
Babe,
then I would see him.
I know the feeling. I've been there.
And you're just like, oh my God. But it's fun.
It's fine. You've got to
do it. It worked out.
And Shameless?
Huh? I'm going to stop. I'm going to shut up. You guys are catching me
too.
sleep deprived. It's not fair.
And Shameless?
Shameless is kind of that. They know my interview answers. This is the problem. They know my speech. They know my speeches. Well, I love Shameless because I feel like it's just the way that I wanna love. It's just very just shamelessly and fully and Is unabashedly a word?
Yeah, totally.
Unabashedly.
That's a great word. I'm
Yeah.
gonna use it.
Yeah, and so it's kind of honestly, it's about it's like the same, kind of like the same, like a different side to the same situation. So Liar is kind of like me poking fun at it, and then Shameless is kind of like Liar is like denial, and Shameless is like acceptance.
And
like
you've got to do both. You've got to do both.
You gotta do both.
Because love's hard.
Love's hard.
It really is.
That's truth.
I like the video for Liar.
Thank you.
It's epic. It's like a movie.
Thanks. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, tell me about shooting it.
It was so much fun. Honestly, like I just love being able to do things where I just can be an idiot and be, stupid. And so that was really fun because I think that it's so much more fun, like, to not take yourself so seriously. And so Liar was just like, I don't know, I feel so good after doing stuff like that. Like, I started also, what I've been doing is, like, I've been taking a ton of acting classes. And it's just, like, it's been so much fun because I leave the music video and I feel like when I was in elementary school or middle school, I was just, like, I had this, like, super goofy personality. And then, like, I'm still super goofy now, but then I was in high school and then I got super shy and then I was goofy again. So I just feel, I don't know, I feel like the most the essence of me comes out when I'm able to like I said, just be stupid and be silly and not be self-conscious or trying to be sexy or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
Even though I like doing that too. I'm just kidding.
Sometimes you feel like you have to suppress certain parts of your character in certain company, or just you go through phases of your life where
you go through phases,
right?
Yeah, you go through phases where I feel like maybe you're just maybe you're just a little bit more self-conscious or a little bit more scared, and then suddenly you're like, oh, okay, now now I've loosened up. But it's so funny. I remember when I was in drama class, in middle school. That was when I started kind of being more shy, and in the beginning of the class we would do games where we would make crazy animal noises, or everybody would be like, nah! And then suddenly it was that was the only class where I wasn't shy because you do something that kind of loosens you up.
It's like a trigger. It's like a little key.
Totally.
And then you
exactly.
can open that side of
and
yourself.
then you're like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Would you do a film? Would you do acting?
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to do that. I'm actually, I don't know how much I can speak about it, but this movie Cinderella is in the works, which is I can't really say too much about it, but it's kind of like a rework of a classic tale, and so that's why I've been taking a ton of acting classes, and I'm super excited about that because everybody knows here that I secretly just wanna, and that I just secretly want to be a princess. Even more than I want to be a pop singer.
You're already a princess, babe.
Thank you. So are you.
Oh.
So we're all of us.
Nice.
We're all princesses.
Let's talk about your new album, Romance.
Yeah.
It seems to me that that's about love, romance.
Yeah, totally. It's really I think I was just in my, I went through kind of my first serious relationship almost a couple years ago, and that's kind of what inspired the album and the name Romance. And I feel just the theme in my life for the past couple years has just been falling in love and all the chaos and the madness that comes with all of that. Because I think before, in my first album, I think I was just I don't know, I would have crushes on people, but I didn't actually have any real life stories. There was
been in love before.
No, I hadn't been in love before, and I was also literally it was just a drought.
Yeah.
It was literally just no boys. I was just like a boy from afar and look at his Instagram and see him once a year and then write 9 songs about him. So so it was there was no actual details. There was no you know what I mean? There was no sides to it. There was no getting in fights and this happened and then he told me this and then this happened that night. And so now I have endless detail, whereas before I was just kind of making stuff up.
It's funny, isn't it? As you get older, you listen to all those songs that you loved when you were a kid, and you love them because they were beautiful or because they had great lyrics, all of a sudden they start to mean something else because you felt those things.
Totally. It makes songs so much more special now.
Yeah.
You know, like I will listen to like John Mayer songs, or I was listening to like Taylor Swift All Too Well today, and I was like, triggered. I was triggered.
No, exactly.
I'm triggered.
No, I remember having a breakup and then listening to the script, who I thought were great.
Break even.
Yeah, you know, it was my breakup song. You know, I left you hanging, then it's fine.
Oh no! This is like it's so funny. My grandma does this expression so much. It's like a very Cuban thing to do. It's like. So that's what I was doing, but I will high five you also.
Thank you. We did that. And then all of a sudden, like I burst into tears because it meant something else, because I had inside of me the tools to interpret it in that way.
Totally, it's so funny. Yeah, you listen to stuff differently.
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, speaking of romance, Señorita.
Yes.
Now, just a little song. I mean, it's done pretty well. It's pretty good. Were you expecting that hit with Shawn Mendes to be such a huge track around the world?
I don't know. I mean, I was just like, I was so excited to do it, and I'm so happy that people like it. It was like in the works for such a long time. Stop laughing at me. You guys know me too well. That's the problem. It was like in the works for such a long time, and like when we finally like decided to sing it together, it was just like really exciting. Oh my God! Let me live.
Why did you decide to sing it together?
I think we were. Can I say anything? Well, we honestly, I think we just, it was honestly just the right time.
Yeah.
Like, I think we just, you know, he first like sent me the idea, and I just like wasn't in the right headspace, and we kind of, you know, kept sending it back and forth, and we were like, oh, this actually would be really cool. We didn't even say that. We were like, let's go into the studio, let's like sing it and just kind of see if we feel it or not. And so then we were like, oh yeah, this sounds awesome. And then we made the music video the next week, and so.
And it's good.
Good. I'm glad
really
to be
good.
done with that story.
All right, I'm gonna save you. I'm gonna move on to some questions from the audience. So I've got a question from Paige Mudd. Paige, stand up, Paige. You're on camera.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
How are you? I know I miss you too. When was the last time I saw you? Last fall. Oh my God! So like 10 years ago. Crazy.
All right.
Cool.
Paige's questions is. Your
This is hurting my
visuals
armpit.
for the romance album are so amazing. Do you play much of a part in coming up with those?
Yeah, that's honestly one of. I just got sad taking these off. I was like, I'm sorry, Wings.
It's like a part of you's been ripped off.
I feel bad putting these on the floor. They're just so
Got
cute.
water on there.
They're so pretty. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now I feel less bad.
Good question, Paige, by the way. Thank you.
Oh yeah, the visuals. Yeah, that's one of my favorite parts. If not, I mean, I don't want to say it's my favorite part, but it's my favorite part. Well, tied with like actually making the songs. That's definitely my favorite part, because I feel like my brain is just like I don't know. I can use the imagination for like I can use the overactivity in my brain for good, and I can just like dream and just honestly closing my eyes and listening to a song and dreaming up like music video performance concepts or like cover art or like I don't know, it's one of my favorite parts of the whole thing. Actually, when I was writing the album, I would like close my eyes, I would like make playlists of songs that I felt like represented the feelings that I wanted. I would like go on Pinterest and like look up pictures, and I would like print these huge mood board posters. So I feel like I definitely see things in that. You know how there's like I don't know, some people like okay.
Yeah. That's where you can like taste colors and smell. Yeah.
Totally. I mean, I think some people have it more intensely, but I definitely like see a lot of visuals when writing songs. And when hearing them back, I can like see the colors, and I can, you know what I mean? So that's really fun. I love to just like close my eyes and dream.
So it's not a case of I've written a song, now what's going to go with it? Kind of all comes together as one concept.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. It's really beautiful. I love the visuals.
Thank you.
I really, really do.
Thank
And
you.
These wings are great. As I said, really great structural integrity.
I actually think, thanks. I actually think that's my favorite part about this album too. Is I feel like, you know, obviously sonically, but I think visually it represents so much of my essence, because I love anything that has to do with fantasy. I love surrealism, like anything, like whether it's, you know, something real and then some sort of like fictional element to it. That's why I was so excited to make the Liar video, and why I think all of my videos so far, except for Never Be the Same, I think, have some sort. No. Like every other video has some sort of fictional element to it. Like you know, there's something that is fantasy.
Like
that's
a telenovela.
not real. Yeah, totally. And I think that's just like very me. And I feel like this album has that like surrealistic, like ethereal, like play on things, which fictional play on things, which is like just crack to my heart. Like you know the you know the video on Instagram that I posted with like the I was gonna say crack with the key where it opens. Yeah. That's like my favorite thing I've ever posted, because that is literally that's just me. That's like my favorite thing of all time.
I feel like I'm inside a Renaissance painting.
Yeah, cool.
I've got another question. This is from Elizabeth Vale. Elizabeth.
Hi.
Hi, Elizabeth.
How are you? You look so pretty. You're welcome.
Elizabeth's question is, what's the vibe for your next album? Is it similar to Camila?
I don't know. Is it similar, Mother? I don't think so.
Mum saying no.
I think it's different. I mean, especially you're gonna hear on Friday. I'm really curious what you're gonna think about "Cry for Me," because that's really different from me. Yeah, it's really different from me. I'm so curious. I thought that for a second. I was like, oh my gosh, I wonder if you know, because it's different. But that's what I mean. I think that I never go into like so many people. Like they'll ask me like, oh, what kind of sound did you go into for like writing this album? And I feel like, you know, I remember writing this whole like manifesto for what I wanted the album to represent and how I wanted it to feel while making it. But I think that making an album for me, like writing it, is like a day-by-day process. So if I just feel mad that day, I'll make a song that sounds like that. If I feel scared, if I feel vulnerable, if I feel in love, whatever, it's just like a day-by-day thing. So it's kind of like looking back on it is the only time I can be like, oh, what is this sound? Do you know what I mean? Because I can't really go in with like a box of, oh, it's gonna be like this, like this, like this. So I think it just ended up sounding different than my first album, and I think that the detail in it has made a big difference too, because obviously all of these songs are like my stories and my first album too, but I think these are just more detailed because there was more detail in my life.
Okay. Can I have a round of applause for those two questions? They're really good.
Thank you.
I want to talk really quickly about collaborations, because we've got the Ed Sheeran Cardi B collaboration from his collaboration number 6 album, South of the Border, which is such a tune. And then you've had Mark Ronson recently. You've talked to a lot of people, created music with a lot of people. Can we expect any more of those artists on the album?
Yeah, well, Ed and I wrote a song the same day that we finished and wrote South of the Border, which I still really, really love. It was actually like, was it the first song? It was the first song. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't, Mother. It was the first song that I wrote for Romance, and I think that's kind of what kicked it off. Was the album that I did with Ed. I wish, girl, you wish.
No, but it's a good idea.
I know. I would love that. I would love that. What was I listening to? I love that song. Take Me Back to London.
Yeah, it was Stormzy.
So cool. I so wish I was British when I hear that song. I'm like, yeah. Wait, it's not my home. But yeah, that was the first song, and I worked with Phineas, who's so cool. Yes, he's
Billie
so
Eilish
good. And we did one of my favorite songs on the album. It's so cool. I just thought about saying the title, but then I reeled myself back.
Oh my God, just say it. Just say it.
It's called, I'm going to mumble it. It's called,
Did you get that?
I'm mumbling it, so then when, It's called Used to This. And I really love that song. I can say it because I know for sure it's going on the album. I say that now. No, but I really love it.
It's going on the album.
I really love it.
If we put it in the universe, that
What?
can happen.
No, he's not on it. Although I would love to write a song with him and his voice be on it because he has such an amazing voice. What? Used to it. It's called Used to It. I'm just kidding.
It's called Used to This, and I'm really excited.
Yes.
Okay, I've got some questions from online. So these have been asked on Facebook. Okay. So hello, thank you for your questions if you're watching on Facebook Live right now. First, this one is from Cielo Lopez, who says, how does it feel being nominated for the Latin Grammys? What did you do?
Thank you.
When you found out you were nominated?
Well, I mean, it's so cool. It's so cool. I mean, I loved working with Alejandro Sanz. He is literally, yeah, woo. He's one of the people that I grew up listening to. So to be able to be nominated for a Latin Grammy with him for that song is so cool. That song, every time I hear it, just reminds me of my sister because I was thinking of my sister when we wrote it together. So it's cool when stuff means something.
Yeah. Does it mean more to you to be nominated for a Latin Grammy or a Grammy, or is that a stupid question because the Grammys are so big?
Yeah, I think both are really special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's fantastic. Yeah, round of applause.
Thank you.
Okay, I've got a question from someone called Anika Hedeka.
Ooh.
I hope I'm saying that right. And she asks, if you could do anything you want for an entire day with no limits, what would you do?
I'm making weird faces at the camera.
It's fine. Do more.
Anyway.
If you could do anything you wanted for a day with no limits and also say, like, you won't go to jail, what would you do?
Sounds like The Purge.
Yeah.
Except I wouldn't do any of that stuff. If I could do anything I want with no limits and I couldn't go to jail.
I added the jail bit in. Let's not talk about jail.
Okay, yeah. I probably wouldn't be able to say that stuff on camera anyway. Well, I mean, honestly, I would just keep it really simple. I would just like be with the people that I love and like go to Disney World or something and like watch Disney movies, and I would just spend time with the people I love all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your dream, the one thing. But you get to spend time with people you love.
Yeah, I know, right? I would spend time, I would get everybody that I love, and I would go to a water park.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, let me step it up. I would go to a water park. We would have unlimited Shake Shack burgers catered.
Okay, now it's talking.
I would have Ed Sheeran, then Taylor Swift and Beyonce and Rihanna perform, soundtrack the day, and I would have I would have I'm 22, so I could say that. Lots of alcohol.
Have a drink.
And I would travel on roller skates.
Cool. So now you've got it. Now
stressful.
you're getting the question, because first you just said I'd watch a movie, but I like this. We've got Beyonce, Ed Sheeran performing.
Well, you said dream big.
You know what? Follow your dreams, everyone.
On unicorns.
Yeah. There'll be unicorns there too. Okay. I've got a question from Chiara Matana. So hello, Chiara. And she asks, Camila, in your opinion, the most important characteristic in a relationship is what? Besides love, what makes a relationship work and truly glues two people together? And if you know the answer, tell us all.
I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with both of
What
you.
did she say?
She said honesty and she said communication. I think that is actually I think there's so many things, but communication for sure. I feel like just being honest about what you need, because if you don't say what you need, then the other person doesn't know. And same thing with the other person. If the other person doesn't tell you, oh, I need more love, I need more this, I need more affection, I need more time, I need more this, then you don't know. And then that's when people start to just kind of feel unhappy, and then they drift apart.
And you second guess as well. When you're not honest, you second guess, and then you rely on someone else to understand things that you've not expressed to them.
Honestly, I feel like that's been the biggest thing that I've learned probably this year, is how important it is with everybody to just tell people how you feel. Like if something bothers you a little bit, if something hurt your feelings, I think in a relationship, when you keep that stuff in, if somebody hurts your feelings and you don't say it, that's when you start, even if you don't realize it, subconsciously you start kind of slowly detaching.
Yeah.
And then you look back one day and you're like, oh my gosh, what happened? And it's, when I did that when I wrote that thing for romance, which was like this poem that I put on my Instagram, I said something like, "Why does love leave? Like, is it a bunch of little cuts unattended?" And that's what I meant by that. It's just when you're not honest, when you don't communicate, it just becomes like all these little cuts that it starts feeling just too painful for you to be with that person.
It all builds up. But if you set the bar of honesty between you at a certain level,
then they can be like, "Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
Or that's not what I meant." Or, "Oh, okay." You know what I mean? And then also it's a great, just saves time. Because you know if that person is wrong for you faster.
The amount of time wasted wondering whether something is right or not.
Totally.
Relationship advice with Camila Cabello. Thank you. I've got a question from Amy Mainwaring. So hello, Amy.
Hello.
She's asked where... Oh,
there you are.
She's here.
She just jumped out of the camera?
She's come. Hi, Amy. Amy's question is, where was the weirdest place you wrote a song from romance?
The weirdest place? Well, in the bathroom. Well, honestly, I write lyrics all... Oh my God, did you hear that? Sound like an alien outside. It was like, oh, but it was just a car.
I think it's a car.
I think my ears are sensitive. Well, I think that I write lyrics all the time. So I guess in the car, in the bathroom, in the shower, in space. I'm just kidding.
You know what? Give it a couple of years. Richard Branson, he'll be able to get you there.
That's true. That's true. Write a song in Mars. So, I mean, I guess like really anywhere. Because usually it's just like if I'm... But I actually have to do that more lately. Like it's usually just if I'm feeling anything, I'll just like write down lyrics on my phone, which is so cool because then like I can look back on the last months and just be like, oh my God, look at how I felt when that happened. Like, it's really cool.
I've got a question from Facebook now, asking...
Hello, Facebook.
This is from Gabrielle Santos, asking, what is your favorite lyric from romance?
That is a darned good question.
It's a tricky one, isn't it?
That is a tricky one. Sheesh, put me on the spot. Let me see. Okay, Mama, can you help me? Okay,
Mum, what's your favorite lyric from romance?
Okay. What? I'm just blanking out on all the lyrics right now. Okay, wait. Let's do another question. I'll come back to it.
Okay, I've got a question from Alicia Lee. Hello, Alicia Lee. Great name. Asking, what was your favorite experience while writing this new album? And Alicia's from Australia. We've just found out.
Oh my God, Alicia is Camila's Aussie. I know.
Alicia, you're famous.
Hi. Sorry, I just realized that they were here. Okay, sorry. No, because I didn't see it. No, I didn't see you guys. Now I'm really looking. Now I see all these familiar faces.
There's all these fans are here.
I know.
They're here.
I know.
So Alicia from Australia. Everyone loves Alicia.
Love you, Alicia.
She's asked, what was your favorite experience writing this new album?
My favorite experience writing this album. Oh my gosh, there was this one time where I was singing this song that's really beautiful. I don't want to say the name of it. I can't. I already gave you one. Stop it. Oh my God. No, don't because I really can't. I love you guys. I can't. I can't. The first letter is A. Yes, A. No. I was singing this song, and I just remember it was just like, I think that in the studio, actually Shameless was really, really fun to do too. Because I think that in the studio, I was like writing for such a long time that sometimes you're writing and you're just trying really hard to make a great song.
As you do, yeah.
And other times, something happens, like the day before, the night before, and you don't really care about writing a great song. You just care about what happened.
Yeah.
And that ends up making a great song.
Yeah. Oh, it comes from your heart and
Yeah, totally. I mean, other times you go in the studio and you are trying really hard and like something amazing comes out of it. But other times something will happen in like 20 minutes where you're just like, oh my God, that just like fell from, from something. And I think a few times that happened. It happened with this one song where I just remember singing it and I was just like, couldn't stop crying. Like it was just so special. Shameless was one of those too, where I was just like, it just kind of, the chorus melody, I just kind of sang it, and it was just there really quickly. And it happened with this one time in Nashville too, where I wrote this song about my dad that was like, I know, I hate that got leaked. I was so mad. But anyway, but that song was really, really beautiful because I just remember crying, like talking about my dad. And, I came in with like a bunch of titles and concepts like I always do when I go into write. I like have a bunch of titles and lyrics. I want to write a song called this and I want it to, and these are the lyrics and but then sometimes I'll like come in with titles and I'll be just like talking with one of the other people there and I'll be like, oh yeah, and like my dad is this, and that. And they'll be like, oh my gosh, well, let's write a song about that. And then suddenly it just happens in the moment and you're not really writing from titles or concepts. It's just literally about how you feel in that moment, which sometimes when you're writing, it's like there's not something necessarily going on every day. That's why you need to have like the titles. But when something happens, when you're writing about something, that was so loud. You're so Cuban. That was my mom. But when you're writing about something and it's about something that's happening in the moment and it comes out really fast, it feels really good.
Yeah, it's a response to the world around you,
as
well as to what's going on inside of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have a favorite lyric yet?
What? Help me. No, I know, but I'm just having if you had my phone or something. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, actually, yeah. But you guys know this. Actually, the lyric at the end of the Liar video is one of my favorites. I know. That's what I knew they were going to say that. They know me. I know them. This is kind of how it works.
You can give us this one for a minute, though. And then maybe I have a few more questions.
Okay. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry. I'm cracking under this pressure. Cracking under this pressure. I cannot think of a song. All I do the whole day through is dream of you. That's in the Liar music video, so they know that. Okay, all right, okay. So I'll just tell you the lyric from the chorus of the song that I did with Phineas because I said it. And it's literally just because it's the first thing that I thought. But the chorus lyric is just, it's going to take me a minute, but I could get used to this. The feeling of your fingertips. The feeling of another kiss. Yeah. Jesus!
So did we just get the name of the track that you've done with Phineas and some lyrics from it?
Yes.
Thank you. Exclusives. I love it. I've got another question from the audience. This is from Shantosh. Have I said your name correctly?
Hello. How are you? Nice to meet you.
So Shantosh's question is, if you were not a singer, what would be your second choice of career?
I would love to write. I would love to write like poetry or like a fiction novel or something. I think that would be really cool.
You could be like the next J.K. Rowling.
Yeah.
But if you could write a novel about anything, what would it be? Would it be the Wizarding and Witching World?
It would just be like something like that. It'd be like some Narnia, Game of Thrones, Winnie the Pooh, Harry Potter. Peter
Winnie the Pooh
Pan
and Harry Potter, very similar.
combination.
Yeah,
totally.
Camila, I have a little surprise for you because I don't think you know about this, but because you're here in London, we've got a gift for you.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
This.
Oh wow. That's so cool. That's so cool.
This is to celebrate six weeks. Can you believe it?
That is
weeks
so amazing. Thank you so
#1
much.
in the official UK charts for Senorita.
That's so awesome. That's so sweet of you. Thank you.
No, you're welcome. It's very heavy.
It is so heavy.
Yeah.
You could accidentally kill someone with this, for sure.
Don't do that.
No, I won't. But this is very heavy. This is a strong piece of metal.
It's like a dumbbell. You could do
Yeah.
some reps.
This is
or
great.
whatever.
I'm going to use this.
Yeah?
I'm going to use this tonight.
Where are you going to put it?
I'm weak. I'm exhausted. So cool. Thank you. I'm going to put it at home in Miami.
Well, you're welcome. It's very
love it.
deserved. We've been loving
Thank you.
Senorita. We're loving Liar.
Thank you.
Before we finish, I'd love it if you could say anything that you want to say to your fans
Where?
in the room, but also on Facebook Live.
No, I mean, I like duh, but I mean, like, but which camera for the people that are...
Use that one.
Oh, what's that
That's
one?
a good camera.
Right, the one I was creepily smiling at.
Yeah. I know you.
Well, I just want to say that I love you guys. Well, first of all, to everybody in the room, I walked in here and I just got so excited to, like, do this with you again. I love you guys so much, and I really feel so lucky because I just feel like I'm so lucky because I feel like you guys really care about me and you love me and like you know me, and I feel like we're like old friends, and I've known so many of you for years, but like even the people that I haven't, like I feel like you guys just deeply care about me, and I feel that, and everybody wants to feel like that, and it's just the best feeling ever. So, and I care about you guys too the same way, and same goes for everybody in there. I just love you guys. I just love you guys so much, and seriously, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for sticking by me and for supporting me and being excited about my music and giving me so much love all the time. I really love you guys. Just want to make you proud.
Thank you so much. I feel like we've had like a lesson in love as well as finding out all about Liar and Shameless and romance, and we're so excited to see what happens next.
Thank you.
Congratulations on everything.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy your, how long in London? Like 2 days?
It's like 24 more hours
sorry,
or
it's so
something.
short.
That's okay. I'll be back.
Yeah, she will be back.
Yes.
I want to say a massive thank you to everyone on Facebook Live. I hope you've enjoyed Camilla's faces she's been doing for you. Thanks for tuning in all around the world. And thank you to our beautiful audience. Our beautiful audience. All the fans in here with your wings. You've been fantastic. Thank you for your questions.
Thank you so much.
Have a great night.
And thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Awesome.